Hey, I want to welcome you to today's devotion. I tell you what, we've got one that will make a difference in your life because we're going to talk about an aspect of God that's so important for you to know and for me to know. So let's go right now to our devotion. I love to just go through the Bible and look at the names of God. And one of the names ascribed to God is God M'Kaddesh, which means God our Sanctifier. And that's what I want to speak to you about today, is God our Sanctifier. Now, I know that sounds like a real religious term and all, and you may wonder, what does that mean? Well, sanctify means set apart. You see, God is set apart. He's in a category all of his own. He is God. He's absolute purity. He's eternal in nature. He's everywhere all the time. There's nothing, no one like God. He is in a category all his own. He is set apart because he is God. He's called God our Sanctifier. Not only is he set apart, but he wants to set apart you and me. Now what does that mean? He sets us apart for himself, to know him, to love him, to walk with him, to become like him. Let me explain to you what I mean. I met a man many years ago, early in my Christian ministry, by the name of Dr. Frank Laubach. Dr. Laubach had been a missionary. He's a great man of prayer, but he was so much like Jesus. I met him just a few months before he died. He was around 90 years old, and just sitting down and talking to him, it was almost like talking to Jesus. I mean, the Lord's Spirit just flowed out of his life. There was a sweet aroma of the presence of the Lord, of the character of Christ that was in this man who loved God, who loved people, who tried to become like Jesus Christ. And he allowed God to sanctify him, to set him apart, to make him and to mold him and to use him. Not to be like everybody else in the world, but to make him the person that he wanted him to be, to become like Jesus. And God used him to help so many people around the world, especially in the area of literacy, reading and writing. God used him in a mighty way. You see, he came to know God as our sanctifier. And we need to know him. That's one of the names of God, God our sanctifier. He wants to sanctify you. In other words, he wants to set you apart. He wants to take you and mold you and make you into the very image of Jesus Christ. Get to know God as your sanctifier. Let him make you like Jesus. One day maybe there'll be someone, a younger person sitting at your feet, and they'll look into your eyes and they'll say, this person is so much like Jesus. That's what I desire. I want to know God as my sanctifier.